For RCR Wireless News, I'm Kinney, and we're here at the Nokia booth during Mobile World Congress Americas to get an update from Arne Schaelicke about all the exciting things Nokia is doing to enable their operator customers. So Arne, the theme here is the path to 5G. This kind of implies an evolutionary progression from where we are today to where we're going to be. Can you help us understand that theme?
Yeah, absolutely. So what we are doing is we help operators to evolve their networks to get to 5G and also to get with their business to 5G. So with each individual step on this path to 5G, we help operators to get higher performance on their LTE networks, to enable better user experience, new services, and finally address new markets. So we have already optimized LTE networks for Internet of Things, for public safety, for data rates up to 1 gigabit per second. And what we are focusing here now about is 4.9G. With 4.9G, we will drive data rates to extremely high data rates and latency to extremely low latency. We will also increase further capabilities of the network, and with that we create ultimately not only a path over time to 5G, but also an environment of continuity beyond the initial 5G coverage areas.
So you mentioned 4.9G. This is a relatively new term that Nokia brought into the market. What sort of data transmission speeds would you associate with 4.9G, and what are some of the enabling technologies there?
So the data rates which we achieve already now on 4.9G are 1.2 gigabit. It takes two things. It takes a user device and it takes the network. So on the network side we are ready for a multi-gigabit evolution. On the user devices side, what we are showing here is a demonstration with the Qualcomm X20, the latest Qualcomm chipset for LTE-based networks, and we achieve the theoretically expected data rate close to 1.2 gigabit per second. What we are also showing here is a evolution which will take place over multiple years, where we show 4.2 gigabit per second data rates using 12 component carrier aggregation, pooling in paired and unpaired spectrum, and using a total of 48 data streams, so 4 times the number of data streams which are currently used with the X20 chipset.
You mentioned latency. This is a key part of what you'd ultimately expect with a lot of 5G applications, particularly things like mission-critical communications and a VR experience. Tell us a little bit more about the latency that you're delivering.
Absolutely. So you're right, latency matters at least as much as throughput for the user experience and for making new use cases possible. Latency is the responsiveness of a network, so to say. And LTE networks, latency has been very good. It has been down to 10 milliseconds in ideal environments. In very good networks, we can see latency values around 20 milliseconds. But now we are driving it with 4.9G. We're driving latency down by 80% to below 2 milliseconds. So we have below 2 milliseconds latency, and this is what we are showing here.
So with 4.9G, Arne, what's the sum total? What does this allow operators to do from a business perspective that they're not able to do currently?
It allows them to create new services for new markets. It allows them to improve the user experience of existing services. And what is very important, they can do that step by step from today towards the 5G era. And the platform which we have for doing that is the AirScale, the unique AirScale radio access system, which allows to create a 10 times higher performance at the cell sites. It allows to do also the evolution to Cloud Run, which allows for better agility, faster scalability, and also optimization of the cost position of the network. So AirScale is really the future-proof 5G-ready platform, which helps operators to go on the path to 5G now and to have 5G when it comes available on the devices side.
Arne, I really appreciate you taking the time to keep us up to date with the exciting work that Nokia is doing on the path to 5G.
Thank you.